Hey, welcome to RNDM Cuts.
Yo.
Silky Smooth. Lancaster. That's me.
Yeah.
I got
production.
Northside.
You
know what it is.
Don't tell them the name of my fucking project.
You know what it is.
I told you that in confidence, nigga.
Oh, well. Now it's out there with the world. And we are back to talk a string of music things today. A stupid string, but it's an entertaining one. The first thing we were gonna go over.
You really been harping on this nigga Soulja Boy.
I'm harping on everything today. Let's get into it. The first thing was King Los and that Sway's Universe 5 Fingers of Death or whatever.
That's old as fuck. Why you want to talk about that?
Because I'm outraged that people think freestyling off the top of the head is super duper impressive when you get the gimmick of throwing the words out there and the dude said, you just said pomegranate. Everything in the pomegranate. Like, no. I don't like it.
Oh no. I think you as a rapper are a bit biased.
Freestyling is a party trick. It's fun. It's cool when somebody's consistently giving you quality. And you saying that
as somebody who can freestyle, as somebody who, you know what I'm saying, who been rapping for years. A lot of casual listeners don't rap. So they don't know how easy it is once you like.
Well, I can't stand back and just let them remain ignorant to the fact that this shit's whack. Like, he's making a whole gimmick out of throwing words out there.
You're not gonna let King Los have his shine 3 years ago, nigga? Fuck out of here.
Was it 3 years ago?
I don't know. It was years ago though, and you still talking about it. Like,
what was the date on that? I don't know when it happened. I saw a reaction to it, and I was like, this reaction's overblown. So I just had to know. And what did you think?
I thought it was fine. I thought it was a nice little freestyle. I think somebody tried to show it to me back when it was popular and acting like it was like crazy. But then again, that was like a fucking sophomore in high school, so I already know what they own and the perspective that they coming from. Like, I mean.
Well, I don't know, man. King Los, no offense. I know that's your thing right there. Copyright strike.
I know that 2015, nigga, 3 years ago. Get the fuck out of here with this old ass news.
Okay, I mean, I'm sure somewhere King Los is still doing that, so this is still relevant. He's still somewhere probably like pointing at the wall, and I'm a freestyle about the wall. You said wall. Everybody can grab my balls. Like, no, dog. I'll pass. All right, let's get that out of the window. Next thing was
Soulja Boy.
Oh yeah, Soulja Boy. Why didn't we lead off with that?
I tried to, but then you took it to King Los. That's what I'm saying.
I was going in order of importance, but okay, let's get into Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy, if you didn't know, 2019 is his year.
Soulja Boy should be honored that he's not at the lowest of the importance bar.
Soulja Boy, I you know what? When you add it all up, I think this is a comeback for Soulja Boy because since 2019 started, we've heard about Soulja's game console, Soulja Watch, a bunch of Soulja tech products. But the biggest
comeback. I don't know.
And he got into a public beef here with Nintendo, which I think Nintendo like pretty forcefully won.
I mean, Nintendo,
the Soulja console website, it redirects to Nintendo now. And they gave him the big cease and desist. He was selling pretty fugazi consoles packed with it was an emulator console packed with illegal games. It was advertising like Nintendo games, so that was pretty idiotic.
Yeah, that's what happened when you
but it's still Soulja
play
year.
legal games.
It's still Soulja year. You want him to fail.
Man.
I mean, in response to the whole Nintendo thing, he just went on Twitter and called everybody fags and said y'all don't want a young black man to shine.
That's what I said, man. You nigga, and I
why
believe
don't Nintendo?
Because you niggas is hating. Because them Asian fucks.
They won't let me sell games they invented for my profit. Racist. Yeah. That's racist.
Yeah, he trying to. I think Soulja Boy is maybe
just think
not in the right state of mind.
Soulja Boy's cool.
I think Soulja Boy is on like some mini Kanye shit. Like he on some Kanye shit, except nobody cares. You know,
that's very likely.
He looks like people should be worried about him. And I remember years ago seeing leaked photos of this nigga doing coke off of fucking marble countertops at some expensive ass hotel. I mean,
he discovered the bass god.
I don't believe that. But Soulja Boy, like I said earlier that Soulja Boy was a good entrepreneur, and you heavily denied.
Hold on, wait. I don't believe that either because wasn't Soulja Boy in the pack, and didn't he have like his own one hit wonder like before Stacks on Deck was a thing?
I wouldn't know.
I mean, he was in the pack. He was in the stupid Vans. I got my Vans on, and they look like sneakers. He was in the pack.
He was in that video?
He was in that group.
I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. Hold on. I thought you were a Lil B fan.
No, I thought you were talking about Soulja Boy.
No. I'm talking about Lil B.
I'm like, Soulja Boy was in the pack?
No.
Like,
Lil B was in the pack, right?
Yeah.
So how did Soulja Boy discover? I mean, was the pack
Lil
on
B is a 100% original. Nobody can take credit for Lil B. I'm not even sure who Lil B will give credit to, nigga. Lil B get his inspiration from the gods, nigga. I ain't trying to hear that shit from Soulja Boy.
All right, well, it's Soulja Boy's year, 2019. And if any of you fuck niggas got a problem, pull up.
Yeah,
right now.
Being super aggressive.
DJ Academics, pull up.
Yeah, that video, and that's what I was talking about. Like, that video was it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, what you doing, bro?
I mean, you didn't think what were you doing? I think that was 2016 with the Chris Brown fight and the Dracos and the Migos beef and pull up on King Soulja.
I don't really care about Soulja Boy, honestly. But I mean, since we just watched the video minutes ago, I see the look in his eyes.
Soulja Boy sat back all 2017, all 2019. And he watched you. Y'all fuck up the game. Y'all weak. Y'all fucked up rap. And he coming back to save it.
Yeah, the irony about
that Soulja Boy has turned into Ice-T.
Soulja Boy said,
"All you young niggas eat hip hop."
Soulja Boy said, "You niggas kill hip hop, and you should be ashamed of yourself."
And he's coming back to save hip hop.
All you niggas,
all of you. And then he proceeded to release like the worst song of 2019 so far.
You going hard?
What, that Hit My Line sounded good? We just listened to it.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not the worst, nigga. Is Nav still making music?
Whoa. Don't you hate on Nav?
I was saying, nigga, you better not switch sides when the camera started rolling just like that, nigga.
Nav is a computer.
Yeah, Nav on his Tron cyber futuristic shit.
Right, his emo rap Tron vibes.
Yeah. All his cover art look like some vaporwave shit too.
He sounds like the dude who made the Sweeter shit, right? Man, the Drake song. You want my banana? Okay. Anyway,
Nav needs to go just enjoy his money and.
Yeah. We said he looked like DJ Khaled's son in like 30 years.
DJ Khaled's son, in the future.
Yeah,
that's why he do, bro. That's Assad come back
from the future. Back to the Future. Oh my god.
That's Assad from Back from the Future.
To be famous.
He hopped in the DeLorean and became a whole different because he didn't like that everybody was like, oh, this DJ Khaled's son, nigga. Nah, that's Assad. I mean, that's Nav.
That's Nav. Yeah. Yeah, if you flip Nav upside down, it says Assad. So.
You wanted to talk about vinyl or some shit, or do you want to even talk about that? I mean, you said...
We will save the vinyl.
Save the vinyl.
Let's get right into the two reviews that we're going to do. We'll talk some vinyl talk next time. But,
shorter one or long one first?
Okay, let's do the shorter one first, which was Uneven Compromise by...
Lil Ugly Mane, man. Man.
Okay, you really wanted me to listen to this.
I've been listening to this shit for like the last couple of weeks.
You had been hitting me up about this a couple times.
It's just a nice... I just did it today. 10-minute experience of basically who Lil Ugly Mane is.
Okay.
Like, I mean, this shit is...
I didn't know what to think when I was listening. I really didn't feel away listening to it. Because first off, I don't know where to go with specifically satanic rap, which was the first, I think, half of this. Was some like retro 3-6 Mafia ultra satanic rap stuff. So I was just kind of like sitting there, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, it was like listening to ICP type content, but like better. Like the rapping was better, but it was like it was about murdering people.
Already fucked up.
I smell your blood on my hands, and I'm not gonna wash them. That type of stuff, and I'm like, okay, I don't feel any way.
Okay, yeah, I can. I don't
feel any way about this. I just didn't feel any way. Like I don't identify, so I don't feel a way about being a Satanist.
I think it's cold, nigga. I think one thing that stand out a lot is, of course, his use of samples, but just the mix. His overall mixes.
It's cool.
Lil Ugly Mane, I as an engineer, I feel like Lil Ugly Mane is an engineer.
I could see because it seems like you like that.
Sound nice.
I could tell that you would probably like beats like that. I could tell that about you. But I don't care. I listen to
the first. What was that? I guess you want to call it the first song. Even Compromise, even though it's one song.
It's one long song.
The first 3 minutes of the shit was that.
So
shit
okay, and this is what confused me because the first 3 minutes was some super hardcore satanic type of shit,
and then he switched it up to the boom bap.
And then it switched up to some boom bap.
I didn't even expect that from him.
Somebody,
even though I listened to a whole project
of a very sympathetic story of him like sympathizing with his old crackhead friend or something like that. So this is what I was confused by. Are you a Satanist who's empathetic to crackheads?
You must. Lil Ugly Man. It's a whole like mythos around this guy. I
think it's some ironic internet rap.
I mean, Lil Ugly Man is not. He's not the crazy fucking gangster character with a deep voice that appears.
He's an internet guy though.
He's a. I don't know if he's an internet guy.
I think he's an internet guy.
I would say he's an internet rapper if you want to say it like
then
that.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's an internet rapper. He's a rapper that got popular off of like Bandcamp or something.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure where exactly he got popular.
You probably never even seen this guy's face.
I have. I've seen the whole performance of him. He white.
Whoa.
Did you know that?
That just changed like something.
Did it? Oh, you didn't know that.
It didn't change something in the quality of what was happening, but it was like, whoa, this is a white guy. He sounds like a big black guy.
That because you can tell that he had a lot of vocal effects going on.
Yeah, but at base level, he sounded and the stuff he was rapping about.
Lil Ugly Man is not that. Lil Ugly Man is a character.
Is he from the
Lil
hood?
Ugly Man? I would compare the Lil Ugly Man character to a Doom character.
Is this like a suburban kid?
I don't know his. I don't know.
Does he look like a nerdy white dude?
I don't know. He's just a white dude.
You saw a performance.
I saw a performance. He looked like he was doing his shit, and
he was just a white guy.
I mean.
Tell me, did he look rugged? Did he look like was he a big dude? Was he a fat dude?
He seems like a rapper to me.
He seems like not jovial. He seems like a very
I can't really
voluptuous, tell. Not voluptuous.
I'm never describing a man as voluptuous or sexy. Nigga, get some
sexy.
Better adjective.
Whoa, hold on.
You said sexy, nigga. It's recorded, nigga. Don't even deny it, nigga. That's what I love about this podcast because I get to put you on fucking blast, nigga.
All these N-words, demonetized.
Ain't nobody listening to this shit anymore.
Like if you're gonna, we're broadcasting to the kids out here.
The kids.
And you bringing satanic.
Hey kids.
He recommended the satanic and then shifted into crackhead music. So the second half of this Ugly Man thing was like the empathetic crackhead story. I didn't really identify with this either. I felt like he was going a little bit too soft on that crackhead friend. He probably should have been. He's like, I'm not gonna bring it up. He got mad. He tried to punch me, and I promised I wouldn't bring it up again. Like, no, if your friend's a crackhead, you need to go a little bit harder to show some tough love here to get them off of crack. Not empathize.
Well, as somebody who probably, I'm not sure if the story is made up. I don't know.
And this is a white dude. This is kind of crazy.
I'm not. I don't know much about Lil Ugly Man. He's a very elusive, death grips type nigga where he just posts music and that's it. Type shit.
Okay, but I see what this is. This is like some Bandcamp internet rap.
He's an internet rapper. If you want to.
Okay, so it's ironic in a way.
I don't know if it's ironic. I mean,
okay.
I know that Lil Ugly Man is a character.
I like Bandcamp too. Shout out to Bandcamp, but I don't know. I don't dive into the Bandcamp rap thing because I don't think it's rap that's necessarily be taken seriously.
Really?
That's an overgeneralized statement.
I would say like that's super generalized.
But fuck it, because it's a lot of like I
don't browse, I don't peruse Bandcamp or SoundCloud for new rappers like that. I usually a rapper has to be doing a little bit of something for me to listen to him, unless like I know the rapper.
Right. I mean, Bandcamp in the rap section, I don't know. I think a lot of people are trolling. People are trolling on Bandcamp in other areas. Go to the Vaporwave area and people are trolling too.
Listen to them niggas. I don't listen to them.
I mean, I don't catch much of the rap section.
Maybe they're just really bad because they probably just niggas with a computer.
I don't. Right. Well, no, I don't. I don't jump in there. I would never jump in there. I just remember some of the rap records off it came from Bandcamp, and unless Anthony Fantano was going out of his way to get to pick the uber bad ones, maybe he was. I don't know. That's what I think about Bandcamp rap though, because that's my first experience too. Was watching those segments. So it is what it is. I mean.
That's what the segment was about. Get the fuck out of here. You just took the segment was about bad Bandcamp stuff. I think, right?
Well, is it all bad? Always bad? I think it's supposed to be interesting at least.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think so, but whatever. I like the Lil Ugly Mane Uneven Compromise joint.
Who are these other ones? Like, it's other dudes too that I would lump in. Like, when I hear Lil Ugly Mane, I think of like some other, like, who's the Young Lean?
Young Lean is far and away.
Not really. They're right next to each other on Bandcamp. They're right next to each other on Bandcamp.
I mean, you mean on the platform that they post on, maybe, but have you listened? Or are you just?
I think their intentions might be the same.
Your jokes off, but
their intentions might be the same. I mean, his rapping isn't like.
You think Lil Ugly Mane trying to be funny?
I don't think it's supposed to. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's
Lil Ugly Mane,
questioning things.
Like I said, Lil Ugly Mane.
I don't know if I should take it seriously.
Is a character.
I don't know if I should take it seriously.
Like anybody who creates.
I mean, Young Lean is a character.
I don't know. Like, but you can be a character, but not have similar styles. But like anybody who creates a little character in their music, I've been saying the Doom comparison this whole time. I would make it akin to that, except he's like this.
The rapping is not. Version. I don't know. The rapping is not like A1 or anything, and the concepts were kind of weird to me. The satanic thing, and then the crackhead story. And this is all I got to go off of.
You seem like you very flatlined on this project. Like you said, you
when I listened to it, I told you I didn't feel any type of way when I was listening to this. Towards the end, I mean, the production was cool. The 3-6 Mafia G-Funk synths, those were great.
Synths were
the boom bap was good, but him as the character,
the mixes were crazy.
Right, those were great, but him as the character and the content, I could take it or leave that, and I could have somebody else come in and just
hop on those beats.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, I guess how you could feel like that. I don't think Lil Ugly Mane is like a super crazy rapper or anything, but it's more than just the rap.
It sounds good. I mean, it sounds cohesive,
it's
but
the character, it's the ideas, it's the delivery.
Yeah, I'm not with the character, and
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not with the character.
And I guess if you don't like that, then there's nothing really there for you, unless
this mysterious white guy who sounds like a big black man rapping about the hood and crack. I don't know what to make of it.
I mean, I can't really tell you anything about Lil Ugly Mane's background.
I'm confused. I just don't know what to make of.
I mean, he's a very enigmatic
because
nigga.
Would admit with a lot of rappers, the connection is with whatever character they present and whatever you could make of that character. I don't know what to make of this, especially now since you tell me and you had to add later that it's not a big black guy.
That's funny. Like you had like
this is Rick Astley all over.
I can't wait to watch back and see you be like, "Whoa!" When I
discover Ugly Man,
it was white.
Okay. Let's go to the next thing.
The real shit, man.
The real stuff.
This joint is. I think I'll pick both of these. You got to pick some shit, I guess, next time because I had another idea. Like but man,
yeah, we'll
Tana Talk 3.
Okay. So what'd you think? I'll go with you first. You seem pretty eager.
I mean, I actually took notes. It don't look like you took it.
I just listened to it. I didn't need to take notes.
I mean, I listened to it twice. Okay. Maybe like twice and a half.
So go ahead.
Typical Griselda shit. Except I feel like it's on a higher tier. It's one of the. I feel like it's one of the best rap projects to come out last year, and it's just he hit us with things that I didn't really expect. Like he had a few nice hooks on this project. Mm-hmm. Like on what the fuck was that? It was on one of these songs where a lot of I've expressed this to you. A lot of niggas who can rap really well like Benny,
right,
cannot make hooks or they don't pay attention to strong structure. Benny, you can especially tell that if it's not him, it must be Derringer or the Alchemist or Wes who.
These are all the producers that were on these.
Derringer and the Alchemist, yeah, they producers. Westside Gun, you more executive producing ass niggas.
Because I was wondering during portions, like I'm wondering, is it mostly the Derringer or is it other like producers?
On one of these songs, I think it was 97 Hove. The song changed and it was the first part was Derringer, the second part was the Alchemist. So I mean, if you know anything about Griselda Records, I follow these niggas heavily. I mean,
right,
they one of my favorite rap groups of the last like fucking forever.
Okay.
Probably since like OF or some shit, and that's for a while ago.
Right. Yeah.
And
you were like, I already know you're willing. West Side Gun, Conway. So I've known for a while.
Yeah, these
super
niggas.
So okay, hold on. Let me interject my stuff in here, and then we can just go back and forth with the mix of ideas. Benny is really good with the rapping and a lot of witty bars that come out.
Benny,
and it's along the lines of Conway. It sounds, he could be Mayhem Lauren to Action Bronson, Conway, Benny. I see that. It's some comparisons that could be made.
Yeah.
This album was 55 minutes. I looked and I was thinking at first, I'm like, why does Benny need 55 minutes of an album? But then it was like
I thought it was long at first.
Too. It was like a time warp when listening to it because it didn't seem like 55 minutes.
I felt like that, especially on my second listen.
Okay. So let me get to some of the maybe criticisms I would have. The reason why it's in this time warp and it didn't feel like 55 minutes is because a lot of these songs seem, even if they hit the 3-minute mark, they seem short. A lot of them seem short, and that's because, like you said, and I can identify with it, me in particular, is that when you are so good at rapping and so not good at necessarily hooks, it could be like, what do I do? Do I just keep rapping over this, or do I make a bunch of short songs? I felt like a lot of these songs felt very short or just unfinished in ideas where he could have kept going. Like he had come in and he had dropped maybe one verse on some of these and then bounce right out real quick.
That was one song. I know the song you're talking about.
And any other song, he had songs with features, and most of the other songs, if they were more than 2 verses, they still seemed short. My favorite song,
I can relate to that feeling. I did write in my notes one time that maybe niggas can get more experimental with the song structure. Don't just change it up. Maybe,
and some of them ended abruptly.
Versions, or
I felt like some songs ended abruptly, or felt like they ended abruptly. This is just what I remember from it. I felt like it would just get going, it was over. That song was over. So that was one criticism I had with it. And Benny's right in the middle there for me because I feel like he's right there with Conway. I don't know if he's as good as Conway when it comes to bar for bar rapping.
I don't think so, no.
And
but he has different things going for him besides just rapping and flows. And even though he has all those things in spades,
I don't think he has many flows.
I think, especially on this album, he proved that to be. He proved he has a lot of flows on this album.
Oh, I mean, maybe I'll go back and re-listen. I didn't hear a multitude of flows. He sounded like himself all the time.
I mean,
he
don't vary too much, but I mean,
and that's the thing. And like Conway, the content is always pretty much the same. It's a lot of repackaging of the same, saying the same thing over and over.
Yeah, let's get to the negative shit first. My only complaint about Griselda Records, if anybody who know Griselda Records was ever to see this, my only complaint is just that they can be very one-dimensional, and it's not. But the thing is that I just love those. I love the sound so much that it just never gets old.
It's such a quintessential type of gritty boom bap sound.
Yeah, like the sound. It speaks to my soul, so I just can't. It don't get old. Like this shit. I'm gonna look back on. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be listening to these same Griselda projects in years and years and years because you know what I'm saying. But I can understand how somebody who I might put on to these niggas may be like.
Each song in isolation is a head nod type song, but it's when you got to listen to them back to back to back. If you're not a real super fan of that style, it can sound really one dimensional. And the biggest variety on here, and it was a breath of fresh air when it happened, was like somewhere in the mid, I think maybe in the last 75%, Royce the 5'9" popped up.
Royce, and that was on Who Are You? That shit was nice.
And I was like, oh, hold on. I was like, is this Benny of her?
No, Royce got some.
And then it was Royce.
Crazy flows.
And it was great.
Crazy deliveries.
It was like more fresh air for me. I mean, you had West Side Gun.
When is Royce going to make a bad verse? Tell me a bad Royce verse right now.
It's from the albums I didn't listen to.
Oh yeah, I mean, tell me a bad worst verse in the last 3 years. 3 years.
Oh, 3. Yeah, I was going to death is certain, success is certain. Wasn't that great?
We had these.
I think Rock City or whatever it was called, Rock Hop or whatever it was.
Yeah,
the one where he wasn't wearing a hat. You got to wear the hat, Royce. Okay, no disrespect. I know you're a big man, but in the last 3 years,
not one is below par.
Yeah,
and most are above. Like that exceptional level. Most are at or above that exceptional level. You brought it to me one day. You brought it to my attention one day and was like, dog, I gotta say it. Royce is probably one of the best rapper alive. And I was like,
I think he's in those categories where people put like what's the name, Black Thought.
Black Thought. I mean, you gotta. I know so much about Black Thought that is, I don't
and let's
know
squeeze this in real
Royce.
quick too, just in the middle of this.
Yeah, we not even reviewing Benny.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's finish up Benny, and I'll bring this up next time. But the whole Benny thing, I liked it overall. The album was good, even though it fell short. I don't know if I go back to it because right after this album started playing, is this an album or a mixtape? I think
this is an album. I think.
If it's an album, he really needs to. Not that he needs to make.
It sounds like an album to me.
Albums usually are more ambitious. This doesn't sound ambitious enough.
Ambitious to me.
This doesn't sound ambitious enough. I heard something else come on after when I was just moving around. When I finally finished the album, Spotify, they'll start just playing our radio by the guy or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's an album that one day we should probably come around to and listen to. And let me find.
Was it My First Brick?
I don't think so. It was Yellow album cover. My first Butcher on Steroids. The first song I heard off there, I'm like, ooh.
That's not Yellow, nigga. You colorblind. That's
okay, it's not yellow. It's not yellow. It's not yellow. I am colorblind, but no, that sound like the first thing I heard off of that. I'm like, oh, he kind of going in on this.
I think I listened to a little bit of it. I ain't listened to a lot of it.
So he's a good rapper and he has good potential. I don't know if he'll ever outshine Conway. He doesn't have as much charisma as Conway or Wes.
Speaking of Wes, nigga, I don't like his features on this album.
His features on this album are very minimal. He seems like he drops in and drops out.
Yeah, like
he drops in, you think he's gonna be there a while, and then he'll just drop out.
I mean, I can understand him only doing the hook.
He's the only person that can do hooks really out of Griselda.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I get him only doing the hook, but the hook that he did on what song was that? That was fucking on
the song. Was it the song with Mayhem Lauren? Because I ain't like that song too much.
Yeah, it was a song with Mayhem Lauren,
and he just dropped in and dropped out. And
yeah.
Just like he did on both songs, he didn't really come in with a lot on either.
Yeah, it was on Echo. I was not feeling. Mayhem Lauren verse was kind of too.
And the Conway
feature was nice. I was just so hungry for it. Like
I don't know. I didn't listen
more than Wes.
I was a little glossed over about. That's the last track on the album. I was a little glossed over by a point, so I wasn't really even paying attention. And break.
Yo,
she called me.
You ready? Yep. Yo,
she called me. Yo, so just to wrap things up here, the Benny album was cool. I mean, if it seemed
like both albums I brought to you today, you were very lukewarm on.
No, I like the Benny stuff more than
very
the Uneven
lukewarm.
Compromise. The Uneven Compromise was a song, so I wouldn't even say an album.
But how I feel about the Benny shit, it feel like you.
I don't think it was crazy. I think he has.
It was crazy.
I think he has better, and I think he could probably do better. Some of the songs didn't seem fleshed out enough. None of the songs were bad.
I had that complaint. I feel like
none of the songs were bad.
One complaint I have with Benny and hip hop artists in general is that niggas just don't get creative enough with song structure. Like niggas don't like.
They need to switch up the content. I mean, don't switch up the content. Do what works, but I don't know. Sometimes it seems like it
works for sure, but it does sometimes feel like
I feel like he brought up the same 3 or 4 subjects the whole album. It was every song about
drugs, long prison sentences,
how your brother shot somebody but you doing time and all this, I heard that same bar like 3 times on the album. And Conway,
but that's his life.
But that's Conway's albums too.
Yeah, and it's the same thing is that the reason that
but when you're not as nice as Conway, I mean, what do you got to do?
The reason that I can sit and listen to these niggas say the same shit in a bunch of different ways is because they so nice.
Yeah, that's true. That no song was bad on here. I would listen to all of them in isolation. I wouldn't go back and listen to the album again.
Would I listen to all of these in isolation?
I
actually didn't like.
You probably got a Griselda. Do you have a Griselda playlist?
No.
We should make a Griselda playlist.
I can make a best
just all the Griseldas, or if you want to do best of, whatever. I was just thinking, just throw everything in all over.
Why throw everything in there? Just go listen to something. Then.
Because I'm not gonna break it down. But you will, because sometimes I don't want to.
I will go.
Because sometimes I don't want to have to go to each individual dude. I'd just rather have it on shuffle. Benny, Conway, and West. But if you want to do a best of,
I'll make a best of. And
do the best of.
But nigga, you don't never listen to my playlist because nigga, you told me that we should make a shared playlist for the podcast.
I told you that too, and nothing ever happened.
I sent you a playlist, but nigga,
I wanted to make.
You never added anything to it.
When did you? That had to be
probably, I guess, didn't see.
Let's do it now. So So if we make this playlist, what is it hypothetically? What are we doing with it?
We add in songs, or maybe we can talk about projects that are interesting and very brief, maybe from the playlist versus the
we can try it out.
Our reviews that I
because I got a million of my own handpicked.
Talk about Benny in detail.
Well, that's because we were running a long time. We're still running a long time. So let's get to next week. What we're gonna be doing this week, because I'll let CJ pick two of them right here, and we're about to just go ahead and spin the wheel that we got here.
Oh yeah, you made a fucking game.
I made a game out of it.
You made a damn game, man. Go, but fuck with this nigga saying. Go listen to.
No, go listen to it. What are you saying?
No, because you just lukewarm as fuck.
Oh,
nigga.
You want me to be really excited?
No, nigga, this
you project. You want me to fanboy?
Yes, nigga. That's
oh my
exactly
god, he's bringing rap back. He's bringing it back. Nigga, New York City.
Benny and Griselda is saving
New York
hip hop, nigga.
I mean, it's really more West Side Gun and but it's other niggas outside their camp too. So I can't just say they're single handedly responsible. Troy Ave still exists. Anyways.
Oh my god. Well, okay, so first thing we gotta establish on this
Joey
podcast
Badass too
is how much of a fucking
Troy
we don't got time fanboy.
We don't got time for it.
My big brother is.
We don't got time for it. Not today.
I don't get it. If anybody who really like Troy Ave is watching, please tell me why I'm wrong.
So anyway, on this,
what the fuck is?
We got this wheel here that we are.
And you want to talk about Lil Ugly, man? Fuck out of here, nigga.
So you clearly see I struck a nerve. You can see, like he's trying to say who my favorite rappers are, which is not even true. Troy Ave isn't even like my favorite or one of my favorite rappers.
Bro, Troy Ave was his most listened to on his Spotify.
That's because I went through last year. When you do deep dives into people and you listen to try to.
So he was your favorite rapper last year, at least.
No, that don't mean you my favorite because I did a deep dive. The last deep dive of a band I did was Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin isn't my favorite band. That's how I listen to music. That's how I know about all these different forms of music, because you gotta listen to a ton of music to keep up with all of these genres and all this crap. So I mean, it is
your affinity for Troy Ave isn't frowned upon. It's just funny.
Yeah, you on the bandwagon hater Troy Ave thing. I don't know if you giving him an honest shot. I don't know if you're giving him an honest shot. I think he's more of a punchline.
I think I have given him an honest shot.
And no, this is supposed to turn into a debate about Troy Ave right now. I just think you probably don't give him the honest time to form an honest critique because of a reputation that probably precedes him. And you are a big Joey Badass fan. You were hurt by probably his capital Steez diss. Anyway,
I wasn't.
Anyway, I think you cried. But we're gonna spin the wheel here. We got this wheel with multiple genres. Instead of me just picking, I don't want to be biased on anything. So I will spin the wheel, and then I will come up with a thing if something stands out. So right now we got post-punk, some synth pop, some electronic hip hop, pop, and I got shoegaze. That's for me.
These are all the options.
We can add more.
We good with that right now.
I should have threw vaporwave on there, but
I mean that's one for you, nigga. We good.
All right, let's spin the wheel. Do I get sound on this?
It's cool.
Hey, CJ's happy about this. What is
hip hop?
It's hip hop.
Cool.
So I'll pick a hip hop album, and then I'll come back to you. Jordan Lucas. No, not really. I wouldn't do that.
Jordan Lucas?
No, I wouldn't.
What you thinking about?
I don't know. I'm gonna go see.
Well, I think we wrapping up. I mean,
we gotta wrap it up. I gotta go.
That punch that mama made me do is fucking whack.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
That's gonna make editing be a bitch.
When you got a studio in your fucking room and your mama is like fucking 10 feet away.
Yeah. First world problems. All right, guys.
RNDM episode 2. I guess this was like. I think this episode was way better than the last one.
I think we're getting better at it.
Yeah, I mean the setup is obviously better.
But now we gotta go.
We gonna be doing this shit all year, y'all. Come back,
please.
Come back, please.
Please.
If you liked us rambling about shit with my fucking shaky ass voice
and liberal use of the N-word,
bro, you thinking about that shit too much. I think I'm fine.
Demonetized. All right, guys.
We ain't making not a dime off this shit. We might get a couple dollars from YouTube. What you really need to do, what you really need to do is watch our videos and share them. Goddamn.
Yeah, sure.
This RNDM episode 2. We out, man.
Yay.